And here we're going to talk about the simplest examples of solving an equation. So what do I mean by that? I mean that all the variables, so the variable is on its own on one side of the equation, and all the numerical values are on the other. And to do that, we need to follow our rules. So you can add or subtract the same number to both sides. And they'll still be equivalent, and you can multiply or divide by the same number on both sides. So you just have to use a bit of common sense and work through and gradually work towards getting the variable on its own. So a simple example, we've got x minus 2 equals 9. So then we can add or subtract same number to both sides. So in this case, I want to add 2 to the left hand side of the equation so that x will be on its own. So we've got x minus 2 plus 2 is equal to 9 plus 2. So we've got minus 2 plus 2, which is the same as adding 0 to x. So that doesn't, count. So then we've got x equals 9 plus 2, which is 11. And how about something else? So how about p divided by 4 is equal to 10, let's say. So now we want to get rid of this divided by 4. So we need to, again, do the inverse operation, so the opposite. So in this case, we have to multiply by 4. So divided by 4 multiplying by 4 is the same as multiplying by 1. Yeah, let me just work through that. So we've got p. So divided by 4 is the same as saying times 1 over 4. So in this case, I want to multiply by 4, so then this whole thing will be equal to 0. And that's equal to 10, and we need to do the same thing on the other side, so that's times 4. It's going to cancel out. This whole thing is equal to 1. So then p is equal to 10 times 4, which is 40. Let's go a little bit more complicated. So how about 300 is equal to 75 plus y squared? So first of all, I am going to put the I'm going to swap over the two sides of this equation, because we can do that. So that's y squared plus 75 is equal to 300, because I prefer to have the y on the left. And now let's get rid of this 75, so we can say y squared plus 75 minus 75 is equal to 300 minus 75. So then it's like we're adding 0 to our y squared. So that's good. So we've got y squared is equal to 300 minus 75, which is 225. Now we've got to get rid of this squared sign. So you have to do the inverse operation. So the inverse is doing a square root. So the square root of y squared, what do we have to multiply by itself to get y squared? The answer is y. So that sounds good. So we're going to put a square root sign there. Then we also need to put a square root sign over the other side. We just need to do the same thing to both sides. So that gives us y is equal to the square root of 225, which is 15. So those are some examples. I'm going to give you one more. How about 2x plus 4 over all over 3 is equal to 5. So here is this whole expression that's being divided by 3. I'm going to put brackets around it just to make it really clear for myself. Alright, so first thing I want to do is get rid of this 3 on the bottom here. So 2x plus 4 over 3. So I need to multiply by 3, because then these will cancel each other out. It'll be like multiplying by 1. So equal to 5. I need to do the same thing on the other side, times 3, so I can cancel these out. I've got 2x plus 4 is equal to 5 times 3, which is 15. Alright, so now I've got our 2x plus 4, and I want to get rid of the plus 4, so I'm going to subtract 4 away, equal to 15 minus 4. So again, these are going to cancel out, the same as adding 0. We've got 2x is equal to 11. Now I want to divide both sides by 2. So multiply by 2, divide by 2, that's the same as multiplying by 1. These cancel out. So then we've got x is equal to 11 divided by 11 over 2. So we could write that as a fraction, or we could divide it out and say 5.5. Same difference.